What is happening, guys, and welcome back. In the last video, if you watched that one, I did put the bike on the dyno and it was not the results I was hoping for, not at all. I was thinking, hey, maybe a number up, maybe a number down, but both numbers were significantly down, and where it's happening is in that mid-range. So since I've been back, I have been looking at the Thundermax, a lot of their base maps, and I did come across one that I really liked. So it's pretty similar to the build I have. The only thing difference in that tune is that it has stock heads but does not talk about the compression. Now, I don't have stock heads on my bike. I have 89cc heads, so it's not the largest heads that S&S produces, but it's not stock, so the compression is lower. So what I did is take my tune from having it dynoed and the base map off the Thundermax and tweak a lot of those settings close to each other, so that way the mid-range is richened up and it adds a little bit of timing. So the bike should run a lot better, and eventually I will put it back on the dyno and see if there's any improvement. And I'm talking to a few companies to see what else I need to do to the bike, because I want more horsepower and torque. I don't want it to drop as much as it has. I want those numbers back because I want this bike to rip, guys. And I say all the time I'm done, but let's be truthful. We're never really done with the bike, and especially if we lose that much horsepower by adding something, we want that horsepower and torque back because we enjoyed how the bike felt with that horsepower and torque numbers. Luckily, with the gearing change, it really accelerates and gets going, so I can't tell a big difference in the way the bike was and what it is now with that gearing change. So what am I doing today? I know that's been the question so far, why you guys tuned in, and I'm actually riding up to Muscle Shoals. So this is going to be the longest ride that I do on the bike to date. So I've only made short rides here and there, testing things out, making sure nothing's falling off the bike, which it shouldn't. I'm a pretty good mechanic, I think so, but with everything I've done to the bike, I did not want to take it out very far. So today it's going to be about 200 miles up to Muscle Shoals, take some pictures up there. I've been wanting to get up in that area, guys, for a while, so I decided, hey, it's a nice day, let's get up there and take some pictures and see what's around there. I'm not staying up in that area, so I won't have long up there, but it's a good day to get the bike out, do some auto mapping on it, so that way it's enough distance for it to read, because I have some events coming up and I want the bike ready. But I got to get this thing rolled out so that way we can get the road. That way we're not getting up there super late.
Well, guys, it has been absolutely beautiful today. I think by the time I actually get home, it'll be somewhere about 400 miles. So not a bad day of riding at all. Now, I do have one stop that I'll make before I get to Muscle Shoals. It's actually the Natural Bridge. And from there, I'm not really far from Muscle Shoals, but I've taken my time. I actually had to get another phone cord. So if you can see, my phone was not charging, so I had to pick up something, and that's literally all they had was a 10-foot cord where I had the fast charging, because my phone was nearly dead. Joy to that. So once I get back and before another trip, I'm gonna get me a fast charging cord that's definitely not that long, but I'm making it work, guys. So with all that, and taking a little bit of time hanging out with a rider, talking about bikes at the little gas stop that I got my phone cord, I'm not going to have a lot of time in Muscle Shoals because I do want to try to get back before it gets dark. But we're about 10 miles from our next stop, and when I was going up this way, kind of looking at the route too, I mean, it was kind of last minute. I was like, oh, shoot. Hey, Natural Bridge. That looks like a cool place. I've heard about it a little bit. Now, the guy who I just talked to, which I should have recorded some of that, you know, I didn't think about it for you guys, but he was saying it is a little bit ran down, but still a pretty cool spot. But I just love coming up to North Alabama because the roads up here are absolutely amazing.
Well, guys, that was pretty cool seeing, but it is $10 to get in here, and there's not much to it. So it's really just that natural bridge. There's an Indian face over this way. So other than that, it's just a little trail that goes around, not much to it. So it was cool actually coming up here, a good stop, but paying the $10 and that being it. Now they do have a souvenir shop. So it's time to mosey on because other than that, there's not much else to see. finally made it to Muscle Shoals, and the actual location is the old railroad bridge that I was coming to. This is pretty cool. Never been here, but you can walk the entire length of the bridge. You don't have to pay to walk the bridge either. So I think this is a lot better destination, and the view is better than my last stop. And I had to pay $10 to go see that, and there wasn't much to it. At least this is peaceful, don't have to pay. And the riding up here was amazing. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad I went to the last location to see what it was all about, but I don't think it was worth it, not for $10 to get in there. But I understand they're trying to keep the place up. But at least it was once and done, and I can say I've been there. But this is just peaceful, relaxing, and you can actually come down here and go down the steps and go fishing, because there is some people I think down there that, well, they were down there fishing, guys. But I wish I had more time around this area. I want to get back up here and actually stay at night and explore. There's some awesome restaurants around here and other things to do and the surrounding areas. But because it took me so long to get up here and find this spot and stopping at the other location, I don't have that much time, because it's still 160 miles to get back home. I'm going to take interstate to cut down on some of the time and mileage. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit that subscribe button and like button for me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, because there are some amazing trips coming up, and one of them is real soon.